All right, well, we have the body done right here. I sanded it down and even the edges. Took a little bit off the back to make it even. Going to glue down the level board right here to the body, but before we do that, we need to attach the pegboard. Before we do that, we got to figure out what tuners we're going to use. I got some spare tuners right here, so I'm going to use these, and I basically placed them out where I want the tuners to go, and made sure there's enough room in between the areas, so when I go to screw these on, the metal brackets don't hit. So I got them spaced out here. That's kind of hard to do, ain't it? Spaced out here, here, and here, so that's how our tuners are going to go. How about here is make sure you don't lose these little bitty screws, man. You lose your screws and world hurt. All right, so now that I got this marked out, I'm gonna take it to the drill press and drill my holes. These are gonna work really good because when they countersink, the hole's right here on the other side of the little lip right there. And even on this one right here. This one right here, we might have to use this side right here, but it'll work. Got a 1/4-inch bit in the press. I find that works best. Go all the way through and just a little bit on the other side right there, so it'll rest in that hole, and that way it won't shift. That's it, our holes are drilled. We good. I'm going to glue the peg on, the peg piece on, but before I'm going to drill a hole right here, and so when we hook the peg piece on, I can put a screw in right here, and it'll screw it down and give it a little extra support. The glue alone might hold it, but just to be safe, we'll countersink a screw right here, and that way it will screw into the peg piece, and we'll make sure it's secure. That way we can countersink it. All right, so this is end grain right here. So good trick to do is go ahead and put some glue on it and let that glue soak into that end grain right there and dry. And when you go to glue it on, you'll get a stronger bun. Doesn't have to be a lot, just a little bit, just enough to get in there and get in those grains. And when that dries, it'll give us a stronger bun. Otherwise, when you put that glue on there, that glue will soak into that end grain and you won't get a strong bun. So we're just gonna let that dry. And then we'll attach it and then move on to the fun part, the fret. All right, now we're gonna try to glue the peg piece on. This can be kind of tricky because it's angled and it's hard to get any type of clamp on it. But we're gonna give it a go. Using wood glue. I've used 5 minutes epoxy on this stuff too before. Sometimes if it starts shifting and I can't get it to work right, I'll break down and use something different. Okay, make sure you glue it on the right way. I've done it backwards before. It's a warm day, so it won't take much. It won't take too long for it to set. Probably should have moved this down so that I can get it out of my work area. Sometimes this gets ugly. Shifted on me. Let's use a different one. Let's try something different because that's not going to work. That ain't going to work. It ain't going to work. Usually, if I make enough of these instruments like this, I'll come up with some type of it almost fit. Doggone right. Maybe if I take that out, yeah, that'll work. Hopefully. Oh yeah. There we go. Yeah, there we go. Use a little clamp, tuck the little end piece off, and it fit perfect. All right, well that's on. Got it clamped in. Sometimes you got to be you got to have like an abstract thought to get this stuff to work. Think out of the box. And just let it dry. Got a pattern for a fretboard right here. I'm gonna mill this down a little bit. I'm gonna mill this down. Give it a little space right here. I'm gonna use my planer, electric planer, to plane this down. The thickness of it. So I'm giving it a little space because planers they bite off a little bit of the edge of the wood. So get this centered and marked out here. Get this. That's going to be our fretboard. Nice to have a pattern because you already know where the frets are going to be. something I'm not good at is putting frets in, but you get better as you do it, like everything else. And with our locations, all I gotta do is take a square and put that square on there and just mark out the frets going down, so we have our fret scale right there. Alright, time to go ahead and cut the fret holes. I use this little fret saw meter box. It helps a lot. I've seen people do it by hand, man. More power to them. I can't do that. I have a hard time cutting these frets right. But I find this does the trick. Try not to go all the way through, but go down a little bit. Sometimes you gotta play it by eye. Doing frets is probably the least favorite part of me building any instruments. I do not like doing frets, but it's a necessary evil. Almost went too far that time. Oof. Get straight and nice cuts. I have that all jacked up if I was doing it by hand. You find about 10 strokes is usually enough, unless I cut deeper on one side than the other side, which I just did. this thing back.